honorable guests, esteemed colleagues, and dear students. I am deeply honored to welcome you all to the opening ceremony of the Health Week activities at the International Balkan University. This event marks a significant endeavor towards promoting holistic well-being and fostering a culture of health consciousness within our university community. As we gather here today, we embark on a journey dedicated to exploring the multifaceted dimensions of health, encompassing not only physical vitality, but also emotional resilience and mental fortitude. Through a series of engaging activities planned over the next 2 days, we aim to empower each member of our university family to prioritize their well-being and embrace a lifestyle conducive to long-term health and happiness. I would like to invite our Vice Rector Seyhan Ibrahimi to take a speech.
I'm honored to stand before you today as we kick off our Health Week, a time dedicated to prioritizing our well-being and embracing healthy lifestyles. Over the next few days, we will have a wonderful lineup of activities and events planned to promote physical, mental, and emotional health with our community and, of course, your students. Health Week is not just about fleeting resolutions or temporary fixes. It's about cultivating a culture of wellness that extends far beyond these few days. It's about recognizing the importance of our health and taking proactive steps to nurture it, not just for now, but for the long term. Throughout this week, we'll be offering opportunities for education, engagement, and empowerment. We have something for everyone to participate in and benefit from. Health Week is not just about what happens here, it's about what we take away from it. It's about the conversations we have, the habits we form, and the changes we make in our daily lives. It's about inspiring each other to make healthier choices one step at a time. So let's embrace this opportunity to prioritize our health, to learn, to grow, and to support one another on this journey towards well-being. Together, let's make this Health Week stepping stones towards a healthier, happier future for us all. Thank you.
Thank you. I also express sincere appreciation to our distinguished speaker, Professor Dr. Valentina Pavlova from the University St. Clement Ohridski Bitola, whose insights on the importance of nutrition will undoubtedly enlighten and inspire us. Professor Valentina, the floor is yours.
It is my pleasure to be a part of Health Week here at International Balkan University. Dear Vice Rector, dear professors, dear students, dear Professor Raksa Samet, who invited me to be a part of this event. I am professor from the University of St. Clement Ohridski Bitola, a doctor of chemistry and biochemistry, and also I am teaching at my faculty, Faculty of Technology, Technical Sciences, and we have the Department of Nutrition. Thus, this my presentation is between connection between health and nutrition. Today we live in a very dynamic daily life. We always hurry. We don't have enough time. So less attention is given to the food that we consume. We consume often fast food, we eat fast, we don't have we have insufficient time, free time, because food that is not beneficial to human body. Thus, today, more and more develop various diseases resulting from improper diet. This type of diseases are diseases such as diabetes, cancer, and also cardiovascular disease. So, if we have a lot of definition about nutrition, about the World Organization, okay, nutrition about according to the World Organization, is about eating a regular, balanced diet. So the food that we eat supply the nutrition to the body to have enough fuel to maintain our brain, our nerves, our skin, our blood circulation, etc. And also the most important, immune system. So proper nutrition helps to keep energy levels and protects against, as I said previous, a lot of disease. The topic of this presentation is one compound that is found in pit of some fruits, and it's called amygdalin, and also it's known as vitamin B70. We know that this type of vitamin we can find in some pits of fruits, such as apricots and raw nuts and plants, and in many countries, this type of compound has been used as a treatment for cancer, but it has not been shown to work in human clinical trials. So, in future, the opportunity for this vitamin B70 is to be cure a cancer patient along with the cure that have that patient for cancer. That is definition according to National Cancer Institute. According to the chemical formula, amygdalin is the compound that consisted of three compounds. First of all is sugar, the glucose. The second is benzaldehyde, and the third is hydrogen. Amygdalin often is acquainted with laetrile that is used for treatment for cancer. But as you know, according to their chemical structures, there are two different molecules. As I thought, the topic of this presentation is amygdalin. So you need to know where you can find this type of so-called vitamin B70. As I said previously, we can find in different types of seeds, but it is also found in some nuts and also vegetables and legumes, such as beans, carrots, celery, potatoes, and also we find in fruit that is also called wild food, such as wild blackberries, raspberries, elderberries, gooseberries, quince, cherries, and also. And I said, so, as you see, it can be found in different types of raw food. So, this apricot seed, as you see, is used to reduce the occurrence of cancer. But first of all, we don't need what is cancer, we don't need what is antioxidants, because vitamin B70 is classified as antioxidants. We need to know what is first of all free radicals. Do you know, some of you, what's free radicals? It is written, but in your own way, your definition. It is less of protein. If you have one molecule, when you have less of protein, when the molecule have some ion, to be ion, it is called radical. So, free radicals are very harmful products that is created spontaneously in our human organisms. And most it is obtained by unhealthy diet, and therefore they may causes of many diseases, as I previously said. On the other hand, antioxidants is a molecule which inhibits oxidation of other molecules. In this opinion, vitamin B17 or amygdalin is that type of antioxidants. So, antioxidants, together with vitamins, have a beneficial effect of cells in human body, so they give vitality, energy, protect cells from damaging them, even that to improve the biochemical processes in our body. That is very important. As the previous said, the contention of vitamin B17 in different types of fruits, vegetables, and seeds also are very important, and plant foods such as fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, cereals, and rich sources about vitamins and also antioxidants. What is the definition? If you have a reactive oxygen species, it damages DNA that have a mutation on DNA, and for that reason, the human body obtain tumor, have generic instability, and the last phase is to obtain cancer. If you see, the normal molecule is full, and the radical molecule have a less of protein. What is cancer? A lot of research we have about cancer. Unfortunately, a lot of people suffer by cancer. So that is a disease caused by normal cells that is spread also in normal tissues, causes and exerts pressures on antibody structures, and the most important thing, that is not in one part of our body, to spread to other parts of body to the lymphatic system of bloodstream. There are two types of cancer, so-called tumors. The first of it is benign tumor, who slow growing, not expanding, larger made of normal cells. Cancer cells. But in other way, in cancer cells, you have enzyme rhodonase who convert that into two bioproducts, thiocyanate and benzoic acid, that is useful for obtaining of vitamin B12. It is very important. You need to know that only in cancer cells you have a rhodonase who interrupted that. So this is very important. But if you have a normal cells, if you have excess of hydrogen cyanide that is toxic, and also benzaldehyde that is toxic, that is excess through urine. Don't put in your body. But what is the mechanisms of defense in our body? We have two lines. The first line is
if you know the protein have a layer that is called lignin. But if you have enzymes, trypsin and hemotrypsin, who is synthesized in pancreas, they dissolve the protein lignin around the cancer cells. So the cancer cells is gone. The second line of defense is if you put nitrosides in food, and if you have cancer cells, using the enzyme beta-glucosidase, nitrosides convert it into 2 molecules of glucose, 1 molecule of benzaldehyde, and 1 molecule of hydrogen cyanide. Also, the same compounds, benzaldehyde and hydrogen cyanide. That is very important because these 2 compounds can be used to synthesize vitamin B12 and also to destroy cancer cells. This investigation was very important and this metabolism is very recognized. But in literature, you can find a different approach. Some of institutions said that vitamin B17 is well to use for cancer patients. Some of institutions said that it can be used only for treatment of mouses, but our is that in future it can be combined with different types of cures. We have here a holistic approach that because cancer is a multivariable disease. So in cancer, patients can be number of deficiencies, malnutrition so-called, a deficiency of vitamins, macrominerals, microminerals, and etc. For that reason, the best way is to combine the microminerals, macrominerals, and also vitamins, and to give to the patient with cancer. So investigations show that cancer patients have less of minerals, like antioxidants, zinc, magnesium, selenium, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B, and also very important proteolytic enzymes like trypsin, immunostimulants, and special diets. Maybe some of you hear about Hunza. What is Hunza? Who are that people? That people living in northern Pakistan. And for that people, it's very important that they live over 100 years. And they don't hear about the cancer. They don't have a cancer. But the most, for us, important is that they consume a huge amount of vitamin B17 using seeds of apricots. If in our countries we consumed about 2 milligrams of nitrosides presented with vitamin B17, there they used 250 to 3,000 milligrams vitamin B17. For that reason, maybe they don't have a cancer in their body. The story of vitamin B7 is typical fight, but unfortunately, Food and Drug Administration declare Leatril as harmful substance and don't have a permission to use vitamin B70 to treatment of cancer patients. There are a lot of clinical experiences, the use of amygdalin. The one of that is a group of Professor Ernest Krebs. They have 3 phases, a huge amount of patients to have an amount of amygdalin from very huge, 2 milligrams, and etc. And the final situation is that the survival of patients, according 1 year from diagnosis, is about 55%. That is very fine. And about 35% of the first use of amygdalin. So the proposed use of amygdalin can be as an alternative to those patients who are not candidates for other conventional methods of treatments, like chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and the same time as treatment with conventional therapy, and useful for those patients in remission. That is the proposal about amygdalin. But in other cases, we found research in other studies that Leatril is not effective. According to the National Cancer Institute, developed 2 studies show that a lot of patients who used a huge amount of vitamin B70 have a poisoning, cyanide poisoning. And for that reason, National Cancer Institute does not support anti-cancer activity of Leatril. We have the same in Food and Drug Administration. But if you used a bitter almond essential oil, that is very important because essential oils are very healthy oils. Essential oils have a very huge amount of benzaldehyde. 50% of is presented benzaldehyde, glucose, amygdalin, and hydrogen cyanide. And also, the half of that 50% is monounsaturated fatty acids, which are very healthy, and other components similar to those in sweets and malts. Health effects of bitter almond oil, not only almond seal, but bitter almond oil, is that have a lot of effectivity about antipyretic, bacterial, sedative anesthetic, laxative, diuretic, and also the most important, anti-cancer effect. Cyanogenic glycosides are very important. They are secondary plant metabolites. They are widespread in plant worlds, but for us it's very important not to have very huge amount of that because you have a cyanide poisoning toxic effects. Also, if you consume a greater concentration of cyanogenic glycosides, you have a lot of side effects like headache, like lack of oxygen to the tissue, like fever, nerve damage, confusion, coma, and etc. And for this presentation, according our view, according to future usage of this amygdalin, it is proposed that amygdalin, so-called vitamin B17, which is presented in bitter almonds, apricot seeds, other fruits, lentils, vegetables, and etc., is a subject of numerous studies for its efficacy in the treatment of cancer. Amygdalin not cure cancer completely, but in use in combination with another compounds such as vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and etc., that can be used in special diet that prevent the cures of this malignant disease. And according to the future research, it is believed that vitamin B17, along with adequate and balanced diet that is rich with nutrition, would be effective in the prevention and treatment of cancer, and in future could become a part of modern therapies to treat cancer. We hope that we have less patients that suffer from this disease, from cancer, but unfortunately we have our statistics, not in Macedonia, but in whole world, show that we have every year more and more patients who suffer from cancer. So our opportunity is to use food to cure. For that reason, we have one saying in our faculty, you will look, what will you eat? So my recommendation for all of you is to eat a healthy food, to eat more vegetables, to eat more fruits, to eat more seeds, because in seeds, as you can see, because if they are bitter, it's not very tasty, they can cure. They are full with vitamin B17. Thank you for your attention.
I I would like to invite Emeritus Professor Dr. Maria Nakova to give to Professor Valentina a small token of appreciation for taking a part of this wonderful event. Thank you. Throughout the Health Week activities, we have the privilege of engaging in a diverse range of programs meticulously crafted to cater to the varied interests and needs of our university community. From educational presentations and health screenings to sports activities and healthy food stands, each initiative is designed to instill a sense of responsibility towards one's health and well-being. In conclusion, I extend my best wishes to all participants who are awarded